Hello everyone and welcome to the latest UK General Election Opinion Poll tracker video from the Gavin Partridge YouTube channel. So we got our tracker videos back up and running after about 3 months lull. Last month we gave you our first prediction, or electoral calculus's first prediction, and they have updated that prediction as of the end of October. We're going to bring that to you, and then we will bring to you the opinion polls, but that prediction is based upon, so I shall get on board with that for you in a moment. Just say that if you're enjoying the content of the vlogs on the channel, please you like, share and subscribe, and thank you so much everybody for doing that. Thank you so much everyone. Right, okay, well let's go to electoral calculus and have a look at their latest predictions. Remember, the general election probably, unless something very strange happens, given the Labour majority, won't be until 2028 or 2029. If things go well for the government, then it's likely to be earlier, I would suggest, probably in the spring or summer of 2028. If things go badly for the government, then the election is likely to be delayed until spring or summer 2029. So we've got several years to go, but as of the end of October 2024, this is electoral calculus's latest prediction for the next general election. So in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1, boom! And there we see it. Labour majority of 40 is now predicted. That is down 42 on the prediction from last month. So let's have a look at the numbers then. We've got our party columns just here and 2024 votes and seats just here. And then we've got the predicted columns just there. So Conservatives in the 2024 general election went down to just 24.4% of the vote, giving them only 121 seats. Catastrophic result, and the worst result in their 200-year history. Labour were on 34.7% of the vote with 412 seats. Excellent result for them in seats. Not quite so good, I would suggest, in terms of vote share. Bit of a fluke result given that low, or historically low, vote share. Liberal Democrats were on 72 seats, their best result in their history, and the best Liberal seat result since the 1923 general election on 12.6% of the vote. Reform got 5 seats on 14.7% of the vote. Greens got 6.9% of the vote and 4 seats. SNP, that's the best Green result in history, by the way. SNP got 9 seats on 2.6% of the vote. And Plaid got 4 seats. And then the others, the Northern Irish parties, are down here. Well, let's have a look at the predicted votes and seats share. Not sheets. That almost came out wrong, didn't it? Conservatives have a predicted vote share of 25.1%, up a little bit on what they got in 2024, giving them a central prediction of 170 seats. Margin of error, of course, they could be as low as 73, they could be as high as 285. Labour on a predicted share of vote of 29.1%, so Labour now tumbling under 30% of the vote on the opinion polls, on average on the opinion polls conducted during October. We'll have a look at those polls in a moment, giving them a central prediction of 345 seats. Margin of error could take them up to 405 or as low as 167. Liberal Democrats unchanged on the last election in the central seat prediction on 72 seats, 13.2% of the vote, up a little bit. Margin of error as low as 44, as high as 91. Reform have a predicted share of vote of 19.5%, giving them a central seat prediction of 16. Big margin of error with Reform, though. They could be as high as 161 seats or as low as 12. Even the lowest end, though, they're above what they got in the last election. They're above the 5 they got in the summer. Greens are on a central share of vote of 7.3% and a central seat prediction of 4 seats. They could be as high as 12, as low as 3. And SNP on a central seat prediction of 10 seats. Could be as high as 38, could be as low as 6. Plaid on a central seat prediction of 4 seats. Could be as high as 6, could be as low as 2. Overall, Labour majority of 40. So these are the opinion polls, but that prediction has been based upon, or most of them anyways, conducted during October. So ignore any poll under this blue line that I'm joining here. Ignore those. Those were covered in the last seat prediction barrel from September. Right, so first poll of the month was technically giving Labour an 8% lead. That was Labour's biggest lead in any opinion poll during October. Labour 31, Conservatives 23, Reform 18, Liberal Democrats 13, Greens 7, others 8. We also had a BMG poll just here giving Labour a 5% lead there. We had a More in Common poll just here giving Labour a 1% lead, and then another More in Common poll actually had Labour and Conservatives tied, 27% for Labour, 27% for Conservatives, Reform 21%, Liberal Democrats 13, Greens 7, and others 5 just there. We had a Technically poll just here giving Labour a 3% lead, and a JL Partners poll giving Labour a 4% lead. Slightly bigger Labour lead with Opinium just here. They gave Labour a 7% lead, and the first Opinium poll, they're a biggish player within the polling industry, was just here, 2nd to the 4th of October. Again, that had Labour with a 7% lead, 31% Labour, 24% Conservatives. We saw Reform on 20%, Liberal Democrats on 11%, Greens on 8%, and others on 5%. A DeltaPoll was released as well during October, and they had a 4% Labour lead, 29% Labour, 25% Conservatives, with Reform on 80%, Liberal Democrats on 40%, Green on 8%, and others on 9%. You'll notice that a lot of the big players within the UK polling industry still haven't released any polls. So we haven't had a poll from YouGov yet in this Parliament. We haven't had a poll from IPSOS Murray, our oldest poll, so IPSOS now, but formerly Murray and IPSOS Murray. We haven't had any polls from Survation or from Savanta. I think they're still all reviewing their methodologies, to try and work out why there's that overstatement of Labour in the general election. Now, the last poll in October to be released, and this was actually released yesterday, but it does cover October really, was from BMG, conducted during the 30th to the 31st of October, and bit of a shocker, this one, because for the first time in probably getting on for 3 years, I think it is, probably in a moment, the Conservatives actually have a lead in that poll. Conservatives have a 1% lead with Labour on 28%, Conservatives on 29%, Reform on 17%, Liberal Democrats on 13%, Green on 8%, and others are to be confirmed in that poll. That's the first time that the Conservatives have led an opinion poll for a very long time. We can actually go to this page which shows every single poll conducted during the 2019 to 2024 Parliament. And if we scroll down, we're going to go a long way down, I think, to find blue. Notice all of the red, all of the Labour leads in this end column just here. We're looking for blue. We're looking for blue. Looking for Tory blue. Where are you? Where is it? No, we're scrolling down into 2022 now. Still, it's all red. I think we're going to find some blue turning up in 2021. So there it is. The last time that the Conservatives led a UK opinion poll was on the 6th of December. It was Redfield-Wilton. Haven't had any Redfield-Wilton polls during this Parliament either, by the way. And in that poll, they had a Conservative lead of 2%. 38% Conservatives, 36% Labour. And then since the Partygate scandal began, which on this page it looks like it's the 7th of December. I don't know whether that's right or not, but that's what it shows. Since then, the Conservatives have not led an opinion poll since. So for almost 3 years, Labour have been leading the opinion polls, but not anymore. We have got our first poll with a Conservative lead since the 6th of December 2021. Quite a significant moment there. Probably an outlier, but yeah, that's to be confirmed, and we'll find out with the polls that will be released over the next few days and weeks. This is how the overall polling graph is looking, by the way, for this Parliament. I think this is the first time that I've shown this, not sure. So Labour down significantly since the election. General election just here. Their trend line is now just there. Quite a significant drop in Labour's trend line since July. Conservatives gradually lifting upwards. Their trend line starts just there. That's where they currently are. Labour's trend line, by the way, is under 30% now. Conservatives kind of struggling to get into the mid-20s with their trend line, but lifting up, so they'll be happy with that progress. Reform have lifted up and then flatlined, so they start here, they're just here, so Reform look like they're beginning to flatline. The Liberal Democrats slowly ticking up, still very gradually, and the Greens slowly ticking downwards. So Greens gradually ticking down, Liberal Democrats gradually ticking up, Reform starting to flatline after lift up, Conservatives rising, and Labour falling. And that is how the trend lines are currently looking. Of course, there has been another significant development today, actually, with the election of Kemi Badenoch, just here, highlighted on this page, becoming the Conservative Party leader. And I would imagine that now we've had the first budget, now the Conservatives have got their new leader, we will probably start seeing more opinion polls and probably seeing some from the big players, you know, as I say, like YouGov, like IPSOS, like Savanta and Survation, etc., etc., etc. So we shall have more polls to go at, I reckon, when we do next month's tracker video. Right, let's very quickly go back to electoral calculus. So this is the latest prediction from electoral calculus. It's showing Labour with an overall majority, predicted majority of 14 seats, and we shall wait and see what the next prediction has to say. If you have enjoyed this video and found it interesting and informative, please do like, share and subscribe, and thank you so much everybody for doing that. I'm going to try and get a final video up for the US presidential election, probably on Monday. So if you're interested in who might win the US presidential election, I say might because it is a very, 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 very close and tight race. So all opinion polls, you know, within a margin of error suggest that either Trump or Harris could win that election, to be honest. But anyway, I'll try and get a final video up for you for that on Monday. And the next UK opinion poll tracker video will be released at the beginning of December. I say, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. And we'll be back with more vlogs very, very soon. But this one, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.